Hey everybody, welcome on in. We're gonna pick up where we left off. I'm just checking to see everything's the way I left it. I'm Jack, if you didn't know that, and play video games on this channel. Yep. And chill. We just chill. Sometimes we got company, sometimes we're solo. So let's see. Forgot to start something. Okay. Just gotta wait for the loading screen to finish. I think we left off, we were about to interrogate that guy. I'd like to just walk away from that and go do the DLC that's on the map. But I'm not sure if we can or if that'll screw things up. Or maybe we just do the interrogation and then oh
God.
Yeah, I think we'll do the interrogation. What's the interrogate the prisoner, torture. Okay. We'll do that and then we'll go do the DLC.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here.
Yep.
Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you? If you're not guards.
My name is Henry, and this is Hans Capon.
Sir Hans Capon to you.
We're here at the behest of Laura von Bergov, but we're not his soldiers.
Vermin just the same. Ah! Fuck off!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongs and shove them up your arse, you horse and traitor!
They won't fit me, but they might fit you. Should we try?
Anything. Just spare me the jokes, please.
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
Ish, who?
Istvan.
It's been a pleasure. Fuck off.
Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
Your leader. Tell me who he is right now. If you don't tell us his name right now, we're gonna fuck you up, and believe me, we can. Remember that time we found out who was leading those bandits near Neuhof?
Yeah. That was horrible. I thought you'd gone raving mad. So much blood.
But he talked eventually, right? Even if there wasn't much left of him.
Hey, hold on, fellas. I don't know him very well. They call him Jan.
Is that it?
I really don't know nothing. I ain't been with them long. Well, he seems like a straight-up bloke. He's got good ideas, and nobody would dare to go against him.
Where's that band of yours hiding? You're playing the hero here, but we already know where you rats are holed up.
You don't know shit.
We know it's Nebakov.
What? How could you know?
We were there. How did you manage that?
Old Nabak is a gullible fool, like you two. And stupid as he is, he didn't have many men in the fortress. We took it with one finger up our noses.
Just who are you people? I doubt you're just common bandits.
Indeed not. We actually give a shit about the fate of this land. And above all, we don't want it fucked up by sellouts like you!
Bollocks! You're nothing but a band of mercenaries raiding for coin. You're no different than bandits. So don't try to turn your crimes into something noble. I know quite well what you are. And I'll tell you in a language you understand.
One more time. Is there an Istvan among you?
I don't remember.
Now, there's no point in denying it. We know Istvan well.
A bit too well, I'd say.
Look, I'll tell you about him, but only because he's odd anyway.
Finally, something we can agree on.
How do you mean? Odd?
He seemed lily-livered to me. A coward. He avoids combat like the devil does crosses.
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he, or doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword!
To hell with you.
We're not going to torture him, but we got what we needed out of him.
Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Berghoff.
You must tell me. After all, he's the one responsible for your suffering. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be rotting here.
That's a load of bollocks!
Oh, is it? If he really wanted to help you, von Berghoff wouldn't come out of it alive. I want that bastard's name, now!
Korva!
The name, say the name!
Olda! Sabine!
The groom! That's why he left his own wedding.
Jesus Christ! And what about the others? Once von Berghoff finds out...
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing!
Gnarly. Agnes. Good lord.
If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands!
Von Berghoff isn't a madman. He'll meet justice out fairly.
My arse!
Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you somewhere before, and I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters! My innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Berghoff's side deserve to die.
But we're not on von Berghoff's side. We came to him to negotiate an end to this senseless war. Only your damn band of outlaws put a stop to that.
Ha! A likely story.
There's no point in explaining anything to this numbskull. A firm hand is all he understands.
You're not worth the effort. I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Berghoff has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Berghoff too. I pray someone will send you there. Soon.
We're going to switch out that helmet.
How do you feel?
Well, It's not a pleasant feeling. But I'm glad that in the end we didn't have to, you know.
I reckon he told us everything we wanted to know.
Yes, good work. There's some fella called Jan in charge. They occupied Nabokov, and that bastard Istvan joined them. But what he came out with in the end about that Samin being an ally, I just can't understand it. Why, for God's sake, has Samin turned against von Bergov? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it? Old Semin? Gnarly?
I hope they're innocent. But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
Well,
Keep
that's
quiet.
exactly why I think we should keep the news about young Semin's involvement to ourselves for now.
I'm not so sure, Henry. Von Bergov trusted in us. Won't be tired as if he ever discovers we lied to him. But do what you think is right.
Yeah, we're switching out the helmet. It's too ridiculous. Too darn ridiculous. Yeah, that looks a little better. Let's wash it off. It's less ridiculous. Okay, they'll wait here. They can wait.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Come here.
Good boy.
Come here, boy.
Good dog.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Well. Von Bergov's vassals are gathering, and it looks like a serious force. Sir Otto is clearly as good as his word.
Mm-hmm. Rushes with death. Let's find out what that's about.
Quick!
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment?
Who are you talking to, buddy?
I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
Oh?
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful.
I agree to me.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
Wolves.
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend.
Uh-huh.
You can count on that. Man against wild beast. That would make a painting. Give it to them, the beasts.
If I could get close enough to kill one of them, I would.
Get them.
Come on.
Turn their hides. Will you untie me, please?
Thanks for the salami.
It's not easy to talk with my hands bound. Could you please untie me?
Sure.
Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of
Henry
Scallis.
Scallis.
And you are...
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
Pleasure to meet
It's a
you.
pleasure.
For me too, friend. More and more so.
Listen, you, Voity...
You know what? Better call me Voiter. It'll be
Voita,
quicker.
okay.
So, what were you doing with that skull, Voiter? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram.
I hope you were only talking.
Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
Huh.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
Do you always talk this vaguely?
Only when I'm trying to look imposing. You know, with my hands tied behind my back, I didn't make the best first impression, and I'd like to make up for it.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I've had even stranger encounters.
Really? Then you have to tell me about them, but preferably another time and place.
Okay.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voiter. Nothing else is worth mentioning or appropriate to say.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paint, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right.
Uh,
So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
wow.
And who actually did this to you?
Wolves in sheep's clothing, lad. There were two of them. At first glance, they looked like decent fellows, just wandering the land. But as you can see, I misjudged them badly.
You've had particularly bad luck with wolves today, eh? You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These
Almost.
two
Poor
fellows
thing.
had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I
Yeesh.
woke up here.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Ah, don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
But I don't mean to offend you, but do you even have anything to reward me with?
I understand that right now. I don't exactly look like the picture of trustworthiness. But you can believe one thing. I never leave a debt unpaid. To anyone.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
Hmm.
All right, I'll help you. But I won't do it for free.
I wouldn't ask that of you, my friend.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
And you're defending them? Fellas who robbed you and left you to the wolves?
But that doesn't mean I have to behave the same way, does it?
No.
There are already too many killers in this land. We don't need another.
All right, then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But
Okay.
first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
Okay. What you got, Mutt? Do we have any, we do. Okay. Where am I supposed to look for these? Well, there's a building over there. Oh, way down there. Okay. Come on, Pebbles. Let's ride.
God!
Ah, that hurts, you idiot. Don't you know how to ride?
Nope.
God!
Just learned today.
How you feeling now? Any better? I told you, I'm fine. Do you think I can't tell when you're lying?
You'll be all right, really. At least that lunatic is gone. And that, thing of his, too.
Don't worry. We'll get out of here soon, and you'll never see him again. Hey there, stranger. Come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room by our fire, and if you're up for it, we can play a game of dice together.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Who are you then?
Clovis. They call me Four-Leaf Clovis on account of my luck. Why do you ask?
Who is this mate of yours?
That's Yura, but folk call him Hawkeye.
Ah, right. Because he's good with a bow, eh?
Exactly. Try a hand against him if you want, but you'll likely walk away a few groschen lighter.
How do you and Yura know each other?
I play dice, he shoots arrows, so we stick together. Every village has someone who tries their luck against us, but most of them leave a few groschen poorer. So, unless you're planning on losing some coin too, don't hang around.
Do you remember the painter, Voita? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter, let alone no painter.
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes. And some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
If I were you, I'd remember quickly. Right now, Voiter is willing to let it slide. But if I come back empty-handed, he might want to handle it the hard way.
All right, all right. Clearly that blow to the head wasn't enough of a warning for him. But if I was you, I'd give that loudmouth a few more knocks. It won't hurt him now.
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Yura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Where are the painter's things?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Yura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing, too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity again.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on! Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
Hand them over, or I'll count your teeth with my fist.
Whoa! Calm down. I'm not just going to hand them over, but if you want, I can wager them. Let Lady Luck decide. What do you say?
All right. That works.
Your groschen against my dice, and may the best man win.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this. Show me.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. If I was you, I'd take it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
I don't think so.
For Christ's sake, how is that even possible?
Greetings to you.
Like this. That's as far as I go. It's yours.
Yep. Two, 3, 4, 5. I'm wiping the table with him.
My God, by thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
Mm.
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura. Ura Hawkeye.
Henry of Scarlet.
Hey, Henry, have you ever tried popinjay shooting? If you've got your own bow and a few groschen, we can start any time.
I'm here for those brushes you stole.
What brushes?
Don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled everything.
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that madman.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
Did it also tell him that you cheat at dice?
What? We don't cheat. Never.
Voiter said otherwise. He saw you flipping the dice, you argued, and then he ended up robbed and tied to a tree.
Oh, he had it coming too. But it wasn't about the dice. He got it in the gob because of what he was saying. Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you
Yikes.
believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more, but then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Hmm.
Well, that's quite the tale.
Horse shit, I'm telling you.
Oops.
It's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes. Will you give them back?
Look, I'd love to, but how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly...
Honestly stole?
Doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures.
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Attention! Now!
Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this. Watch and learn. Well, I'll be. You beat me.
Yes, I
Though I
did.
admit it was a fine win. Here you go. The brushes are yours.
Is it just me? Or do you not seem too fond of that nickname?
Not really. Four Leaf came up with his and insisted I needed one too. Well, so I'm Hawkeye. Not the greatest, right? But I never thought up nothing.
I like Hawkeye. It's got a punch to it.
It don't sound like much to me, but I reckon I'll have to get used to it.
Hey. There we go. It's
Shall we
working
measure
again.
our archery skills?
With pleasure. Got something to wager?
Yeah.
I'll check if I have enough coin. Here. Shall we start?
Archers, get set! And loose!
Watch and learn. I can't even piss straight today. Watch and learn. And we're home free!
And I won again.
Damn it, fella. Are you a huntsman by any chance? Or a poacher?
Neither. But I have done a fair bit of shooting in my life. That's true.
And it shows. Here you go. A well-deserved win.
I could do that all day, but it wouldn't be fair. Be farming money. I'm not that kind of player. Get back to the castle. I don't want to follow that path.
Whoa!
Who? Oh, this guy.
Hans double-crossed me.
How do you know?
I found out by chance. It wasn't just me that fell for that tale of selling wares for a tidy profit in Germany. He'd take people to taverns, get all friendly with them, then take all their goods and vanish.
Oh.
How many people are we talking about?
I know of at least 3. But it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't a lot more of us.
It happens all the time.
Yep.
Well, you should report him. They'll catch him and give him what for.
It's already been done. He got caught with stolen goods somewhere. Then one thing led to another, and they found out he was involved in all sorts of dodgy business.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I suppose so. But it made me realize how hard it is to trust anyone these days.
Not everybody's out to get you.
I hope you're not, at least. Sorry I mistook you for him. But you do look a lot alike.
So, chances are you won't be seeing your money from Hans again, will you?
I suppose not. Well, lesson learned at least.
Yep.
I'd like to purchase something.
Take your pick.
See if he's got anything worth buying. What? No. Really? $104. Oh, 150. Okay. $119? That's a good hat. See if he'll buy anything from me. If I have anything worth selling. I don't need 2 pair of these. I don't even know where I got that from. Okay. Probably I should hold on to it and dry it. Don't need the Brunswick map anymore, but the souvenirs. What's Fox do? Increases speech. Can't haggle. Okay, it's gonna cost a pretty penny for that hat, but that's a good hat. Okay. It's actually better than Brunswick's helmet, which that's good because it keeps our face exposed, so we can see our and stuff. All right. I'm glad we ran into him. That's a good hat.
Oh.
Brava Kuta. Ganz brav.
If my luck keeps up, it'll all be over soon. That's what I'm talking about, damn it. That's how you have to play.
Ugh, damn it.
I think I know where he is. He's next to the scribe. Yep.
Whoa.
Greetings to you. He's a highly experienced and independent. He got the though it doesn't grow flower now, but he's already started bringing in decent money. And now, when there's a war on, that's a godsend.
Aye, that's why I asked if a few of our people would pay him if he could do something similar with our abandoned iron mill.
Iron mills have nothing to do with dying, though, do they?
Of course.
Christ, what a day! Don't
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
Oh.
Why not? I'll be happy to look around. Does the name Nickford mean anything to you?
Aye, a local nobleman. He wanted me to paint his portrait. And to make him look young. I forgot about it. To tell you the truth, it was quite the challenge.
Have you seen him lately? I'm trying to find him.
Not in a while, but as you know, I spent some time tied to a tree. I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
All right.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
All right. I reckon I should trust the one who ended up tied to a tree, rather than those who tied him up.
I see it exactly the same way. Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here,
Okay.
take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
Why are you painting here in Trusky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you. But nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written. And they all have to be nicely decorated.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
It's intricate work, isn't it? I saw a workshop in a monastery once where monks copied and illustrated books, and they didn't look too happy doing it.
And they don't even create anything themselves. They just follow patterns. But someone like me has to think 3 times about where the first stroke of the brush will go before even starting. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to. But I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher ambitions.
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colors of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
Okay. That's cool. Thank you.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I just like
I
helping.
simply like being useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that. Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
Sort
I would
of.
say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Unfortunately not. Our parish priest in the village only ever talked about one god. The true one.
Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of
Yeah.
cattle. He looks like an ordinary man.
That's the difference between an
but he's got
atheist and a
horns on
Christian,
his
is they
head.
believe in one.
So people
Atheists believe in
sometimes
one less
mistake him
god.
for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
Why does this interest you? Sure, I'll help you. How do you know this about this place?
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Velez?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvietoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
Can you paint a shield for me?
This isn't a very convenient time, sorry. Come back when there's more daylight.
All right. Yeah, I guess we're going to that pond. Because if we don't do this quest now, I think we'll lose the opportunity to do it later. Because Von Bergen, yeah. Without giving spoilers away, he's not that friendly after this, I think. Okay, let's put Brunswick's helmet in there. We can sell that. Parents of Charlie's hat. Chamberlain's ring. That's weird. No, we gotta eat something. Oh, muddy pond water. Yummy.
You silly doggy.
What?
Where's the horse? There he is.
Easy! Easy! There now.
I guess we could go out this exit.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning?
No, I don't care for gossip.
Yeah, we gotta get over there. Gotta stop by the blacksmith on the way.
I'm not interested.
Die!
He's not usually open for business until about 10. So.
You have a...
Master. Eh, mutt? God bless.
What do you have for sale?
Yeah, he doesn't have anything really good.
Worried about the price?
Well, I suppose we can try. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright, Henry made some groschen. We can continue on our path westward.
Whoa, whoa.
Got bandits.
Stop messing about. Put it away. I'll show you.
Are you attacking me? Punk.
Kurwa! I'm wounded! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Useless.
Yeah. Got him, Mutt. Mutt got him. You shouldn't have attacked me. Where's his weapon? What happened to his mace? There it is. What are you growling at, Mutt?
Quick.
Probably in IRL would have broken his leg doing that. What we just did down those steps.
Good wife, do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
My Vlasta. It's been so long since I've laid him to rest.
Oh, yeah.
I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers. And when I greeted him,
I think she
he'd
has
grab me
dementia.
around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems and whispered them to me before bedtime.
Okay.
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you have anyone to help around the house?
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. That's life.
Yep.
Benish, who was sent here from Trotsky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good worker.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Vlasta died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? Well, I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Vlasta always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time.
Valerian, okay. None around here. Be too easy if it was right there. See any Valerian mutt? I know what it looks like, but I'm not sure where it grows per se. Meadows or in forests or where? There's some. I'll find 3 more. I think we can go back to the lady with the dementia. What, Mutt? What are you on to? Some more Valerian.
What is it, Mutt? Here you go. Take it.
Oh, some shoes. Nice. Noble's boots. Out in the wilderness, all by themselves. Alright, let's find our way back to the nice old lady with dementia.
Go!
My, my.
Whoa! Whoa!
I've brought you your favorite flowers.
Really? Let's see. Ah, yes, valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vlasta. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant him heaven.
Right. Right. And how about that memory of yours? Is it any better now?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vlasta always brought me flowers and said, Kvetushka, put on your best dress, we're going dancing. Oh dear. I still have that dress, but I haven't worn it in years.
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I'd look like a ragged beggar. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore. My hands shake too much.
I'll happily mend your dress for you.
That'd be kind of you, lad. But I can't repay you in any way.
If it helps you remember, that'll be more than enough for me.
All right, then. Here it is, and take good care of it.
I mended your dress. Here it is.
Lad, you've got golden hands. It's as good as new.
And what about the shrine? Have you remembered yet?
Such a lovely dress. Shame I've lost her isn't here. Love to dance in it one last time.
All right. I'll dance with you. Maybe it'll finally jog your memory.
Lad, I can barely stand, and I can hardly bend my back. I'd end up crippled.
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses. You said Vlasta used to make up poems for you, didn't you?
That'd be lovely. You know what? I'll put on that dress for it. God knows if anyone will ever give me this kind of attention again. I'm ready. You can start.
So, there was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. Of the mysteries of the world, she told the young girl many.
Mm-hmm.
When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow. He brought her flowers, this man, to scent her feather pillow. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. He and she kept braying like an ass, and she found him mean and ugly.
God,
Oh,
no!
But you're right, I overstepped. Let's move on. I trust you'll not forget to live your life with love. Where Velus's shrine is hid, tell me so I can go. So? What do you reckon?
Well, it wasn't entirely bad, no. I suppose I just imagined something different. But at least I had a bit of a laugh. You know, a granny like me doesn't get many chances like that.
Since we're having such a nice chat, tell me, do you remember any pagan shrine nearby? Maybe one with a bull?
Wait, that does ring a bell. Like someone's already asked me about it.
No. Really?
Do you mean the protector of cattle, Velez? My grandma told me about him, and even took me there once. I was so scared.
Oh, yeah?
Because he had horns, see? I thought he was the devil himself. I hid under my grandma's skirt, and she started laughing.
God, why dost thou torment me?
But where was it? There are so many places like that around here. She used to take me to a rocky hilltop between Rock Tower Pond and Kerchak. It's a little to the south. There was something made of stone there. No. Wait. Wasn't it somewhere else? By Nebuchadnezzar Fortress. There's a little stream. Near the spring, there was some kind of pagan statue. But then, there was also something strange by Lower Semine Pond, where the stream runs out of the marshes, somewhere alongside it. There are always lots of deer and roe there.
Oh, God, thank you. And thanks to you too, good wife.
Wait a moment.
Oh, no. What now?
I just remembered who else asked me about Velez. A peculiar little fellow in a red cap. You wouldn't happen to know him, would you?
Me? Well...
No, you know what? Don't tell me. Some things are better left unknown. But be careful around him, lad.
Careful? Why?
From the short time he was here, It was clear something wasn't right with him. His eyes were full of sorrow. If he's hanging around you, you'd better be careful.
Okay. 3 places to look. Okay, we'll go here first because it's the closest.
Quick! Whoa!
What you got, Mutt?
What have you found? A boulder in the middle of a stone circle. This didn't get here by chance.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy. Damn. No horned head here. Whatever was here, it's got nothing to do with Velas.
Okay. Next. Go here. How exactly did we get there? Been there before. Gotta go here, cross the river, and double back that way. Okay.
Aw, you pooch.
Quick! Quick! God! quick! Go!
Yeah, this will work.
Go! Oh.
Cabbage. What's with the cabbage lying around? Hey.
Go!
Much of a river right here. Nice little stream. More cabbage. Don't want to go up there. Whoa! Uh-oh, bandit.
Get out of here right now, or I'll kick your ass.
Kick it.
Fuck you, whoreson! Attack! Everyone get over here! Oh, you son of a... Oh, Christ!
More bandits. Yeah, I'm aware of him.
Beachy! Where does that come from? We're under attack! Oh! Show your stuff! You can shove that up your...
Fucking hell!
Mud got hurt.
God, where is that dog?
Oh, I'm over encumbered. Okay. Well, those are better. We'll switch to those. They're better even damaged. Wow. Oh, hey, Spasm. I'll look at your message in a second. As soon as I finish what I'm doing. Man, I guess people in Japan don't take jokes. I made a Hyente joke in stream and they dogpiled me with xenophobic stuff like chill, lol, hi, lol. Jeez. Okay, there's a snake thing. Pagan shrine discovered. Not the one I'm looking for though, apparently. Oh.
Surely this is it. I need to see it from close up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Kurva. I found the shrine, but there's a man here with a knife in his head. Good thing I dealt with those murderers before I brought Voita here.
Okay. Shoot. So that's where we found what we were looking for. Okay. Any more loot around here? Taking the dead man's wine. Kind of wish this hadn't been the spot and we had gotten to explore all three places. Alright.
Mutt! Here, Mutt! Fuck.
Mutt got hurt bad. Not surprised. Let's do some poaching. Oh, the deer ran away as soon as I pulled out my bow. Why am I moving so slow? Oh, I'm up against an invisible wall, I think. Yeah. Hey, Mutt. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you for coming back.
Oh, come here.
We are, Pebbles. Let's get out of here, Pebbles. And Mutt.
Go!
So, what next? We don't get to explore that other one. So we gotta head all the way back to the castle. If you went to Japan, you'll see restaurants where it says foreigners are not allowed. It's weird over there. Aside from anime and gaming, really, they got foreigners not allowed in restaurants? That is weird.
Whoa. What's that? Hey, fella, we're an honest lot.
God be with you. God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
Oof.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you, though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
Maybe I don't want to pick a fight.
I must be on my way. Farewell, Sir Kunesh.
Farewell and Godspeed, young man.
Cabbage burglar has been added around here, I guess. Cabbage man. Not very welcoming to deny foreigners access to your restaurant. Not a very, that's a kind of xenophobic attitude too. Let's see the tailor. We got a dress we can sell. Some other stuff.
Good afternoon.
What do you have for sale?
Nice dark one. Probably good for sneaking around. Oh. Never mind.
Let's talk about the price.
Very well. You'll convince me with that price. Thank you, sir. Come again.
Alright. Back on the path. It's not like we're in Kudaberg or something where we could just always have access to different professions.
Quick!
This that hurts, you idiot.
Is this your first time riding a horse, you moron? Keep your
Yep.
eyes on the fool.
Kind of hard to control this horse. It's not intelligent like a real horse would be.
About that lost alchemy book.
Please tell me you found it.
Not yet. But I searched for Nickvard, and I have some clues.
Tell me what you've learnt, then.
It looks like Nickvard brewed some sort of potion from the book. He told Regina it would restore his youth, but the potion didn't sit well with him. He must have spent a lot of time on the privy at the training grounds below the Crone. Bertha brewed a digestive potion for him, but it didn't work. When he wasn't shitting or writing notes to servants, he asked Hirsch to bring him something from beyond the castle walls. He lost something there, and then he vanished without a trace.
What do you think about it?
You said that Nickvard had a habit of carrying books everywhere with him. If that was the case with the alchemy one, it's possible it fell down the latrine while he was shitting by the training ground. And now it's lying somewhere on the cliffs beyond Trotsky.
That actually sounds quite likely to me. Let's pray he didn't use it to wipe himself.
Right.
Go there and look. Perhaps you'll find the book, and Nickvard too.
Can you paint us?
By all means. I'll set up my paints. Meanwhile, set your shield over there on the table. A knightly one. Good choice.
I'm not sure which colors I want. That's kind of nice. I like red. That one. Red and white. Okay. I think I like Good Boy. Mutt. Yeah, Mutt with a fish.
It turned out well, didn't it?
I know where the Vela shrine is. There was a small band of bandits there, but don't worry. I took care of them.
Bandits? And tell me, did one of them have a distinctive helmet?
I don't think so. They look like any other local thugs. Why'd you ask?
Oh, it's nothing. The important thing is, you found the shrine. I knew I could count on you. Will you take me there, please?
Hold on. I've got something else to take care of right now.
Can I get my shield back? Yep.
We can head to the shrine now.
So quickly.
A few hours later. I've been an atheist for a year. Am I still new?
Damn.
I don't know. I mean,
I painted him with an extra tooth.
I have been for a few years now.
Well, let's just say...
We each have our own journey.
It's a happy little accident. Divine justice served by an apple.
Is it done yet?
It looks dark.
What do you think?
Wow. Now that's what I call a painting. Not that I know much about it, but I really like it. You managed to capture the shapes and also the colours. What do I know? I've seen a few pictures, sure, but the most I've done myself is paint a house wall brown.
Well, that's just one step away from picking up a brush.
While painting, you seemed so calm, but now you seem a bit off. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Just... this place speaks to me.
What? You mean... literally?
Just like we're talking now. I hear this place too.
Schizophrenic.
It tells me of the history of this shrine, of Velez and his underworld. There's so much. Still not sure if it's a blessing or a curse.
Well, it's certainly not both.
Could be.
So, did you find what you were looking for?
What I needed, yes. What I hoped for, sadly, no. It's not the kind of peace that will endure through the ages.
Chin up. Maybe the lords at Trotsky will like it, and you'll make good money from it.
Oh, the lords will like any kind of hack work. I'm toiling over this for entirely different reasons.
Yeah, I get it.
Why are you chasing some grand masterpiece?
Let's just say I'm doing it for my own peace of mind.
Sviatoslava mentioned you.
Really? I hope it was something good.
Well, she said I should be careful around you. And also that something might be troubling you.
Oh, grannies always worry, especially about young men like you. But whether I'm troubled or by what, that's no concern of yours.
And what now?
I'm done here, so I'll head back to the castle. If you'd like, I could paint something on your shield while I'm there. Maybe a horned head? And while you're at it...
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you?
I thought you'd be pleased. You're the one who asked me for something like this not too long ago. But don't worry. I've just got this one little idea, and I want to know what you'll think of it.
Don't you want to tell me right now?
No. I need to sort it out a bit first. Otherwise, you'd start thinking I'm mad.
Don't worry. I wouldn't think anything like that.
That's noble of you. But I'd still rather talk it over at Trotsky.
All right. So I gotta go all the way back to Trotsky again. And the bodies are still here. did loot him.
Here, Mutt.
Oops.
Here you go. Take it.
Good boy. It's not what I wanted to do, though.
Run.
Come on, Pebbles. Let's get out of here.
Quick. Gah! Quick!
Let's see what's in here. Oh, slow down, horse. Bunch of mushrooms. Not much else.
Gah! Gah!
Damn it, Pebbles. Quit being crazy.
Go! You must be
dear.
Nick Vard, eh? Poor wretch.
It's the book.
How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn cradle?
I want Henry to read it. I don't really want to read it personally. Just want Henry to get the experience of reading it. Okay, now we can take the book to Kressel. Along too. Should we fast travel? I don't really want to fast travel. But at the same time, I don't want to ride all that way.
Go!
I guess we'll ride anyways. Cross country. Make a beeline for him. Damn it, horse, you turned wrong.
Quick!
What's this? What have we found? Oh, it's occupied. Back on the horse. Must be close to that tavern by the bridge. Because I can see the barber.
Time we gave that merchant a fright.
Whoa! Shit, I think we gotta fight.
Quiet! Too slow!
What's interfering with the animations? That's funny. Don't hit my dog. Where'd Pebbles go? There you are, Pebbles.
Good.
Easiest way to get across is to go left and then right. I think we made the wrong right turn. We gotta cross the bridge first. No. Turn around.
Whoa!
Sure is foggy. We're all way off. Let's take a right. Just cut through the forest.
Go!
Make our lives easier. Whoa, no, we can't do that.
Quick!
There's a cliff there. Nearly ran my horse off the cliff. Back to the road, okay. Yeah. Here we go. Man, it's dark in here. Creepy. I know this is a bandit spawn point. Well, an encounter spawn point. Dead bodies. Cleaned up. Excuse me. And let's get the Krezel.
Greetings. Can't it wait till morning?
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Ah, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Kraser, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Which way to the lair? I forget. Oh yeah, that way.
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Krazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tackets.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma.
That's true.
Of course, it's not taught at any university.
Well.
The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
New life? What do you mean?
I returned to the miller's trade. My father was old, and my mother had passed away. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called Feuerwerk.
Feuerwerkbuch.
We couldn't believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire. Black Bertold never finished his book, because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
Before we get started, there's something I want to know. What is it you're going to do with this powder?
During wartime, like it is now, a flammable and explosive mixture like this has more uses than you can imagine. If we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could demolish Trotsky if we wanted to. And maybe we will.
All of us here are truly passionate about the idea of a new world. And now it's within our grasp.
What is it you studied at the university?
I was supposed to become a preacher.
That fits you. Maybe you'd even be a good preacher.
Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't.
God has a path prepared for each of us. And each of us here decided not to follow it.
I was supposed to be a dyer, but I was too lazy to work 6 days a week and soak my hands in lye.
I was supposed to become a nun, but I didn't want to give up the booze and fellas.
And I've already told you everything. The world is what you make it.
How did a scholar and an alchemist become a thief?
Prague is a big city, and a poor student has no chance of getting a decent place to sleep or even something to eat. Learning to shop with 5 fingers was the first requirement for survival. We're all masters of our own destiny.
Do you really need that much saltpeter?
We do. Saltpeter makes up almost 3/4 of the mixture. Not even all the cows in the region could produce enough for us once we really get started with manufacturing.
This book, Feuerwerkbuch, what's written in it?
Everything you'd want to know about black powder. How to mix it in the proper ratio. How to store it. How to light it properly. And especially how to use it in warfare. Because that's the most important part, after all.
We've asked all the
I've heard
questions.
enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
Last preparations are taking place with Grand Revelation. Don't stand too close, fellas. Don't check it. Don't check it.
Looks like it ain't working.
Whoa!
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What?
Excuse
I can't
me.
hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
Instead of mixing this stuff. As long as you listen to me and keep the proportions right, you won't fuck it up.
White ash.
I won't actually listen to you if my ears ever stop ringing.
You silly doggy.
Crazel?
Fuse didn't catch immediately.
I told you there's no need to dip it in resin and wax. Better to use rushes boiled in wine.
Very well, if you say so. We'll try rushes next time.
I'd also like to take a look at that book, Crazel.
In due time, Piney. In due time.
Black powder? I'd never have expected that from Crazel.
Imagine, that monarch of ours is half deaf.
That dog of yours? What does that have to do with the gunpowder magazine?
Just that I was wondering that the explosions didn't bother him at all. At least he won't suffer here. And now I'm not surprised he was so unhappy with that bastard Vasarek. Hey, how did you know what we were actually doing?
I didn't exactly.
But you said weapons. How did you find out? Did we let it slip somehow?
I just guessed.
You bet on a guess. Ha ha ha! You're as hasty as that Zenek of ours. And I still owe you a nickname. I reckon I'll call you Zenek the Second then.
Well,
No.
I suppose I can't talk you out of it, eh?
Probably not. Well, at least me and Zenek played our roles perfectly.
Nice work.
Likewise, brother Powderman. Good luck on your travels. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Okay, so we got to set off a big firecracker.
You silly doggy.
Alchemy bench. 2 alchemy benches. Well, we do need some bane potion. Poison. You have the ingredients? Yes, we do. Wine, handful of wormwood, 2 belladonna, and fly, and add the wormwood to the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Wine. Then a handful of wormwood, yep. Oil for 2 turns. Belladonna. How much belladonna? 2 belladonna. Grind and add to cauldron. Boil for 1 turn using the bellows. Add the fly, the mushroom, finally distill. Hey, nice. Lab dweller. What's that perk? Spend countless hours at the alchemy table, regular blah blah blah. Effective potions and alcohol will last longer, and your eventual hangovers will be a little shorter. That's cool. We got a whole bunch of points we can spend. Yes. Stomping ground, yeah. Survival. Lucky Find seems cool, but it's neither here nor there. This could be very useful. I'm not sure what to take on that one. No maintenance, yeah. Less we have to repair, the better. Yeah, Henry, wander around the powder keg with your torch out. What the heck? Okay. That's cool. So that's the lair. We now have access to that. Let's go to our bed and sleep. Oh, that's my bed, lady.
Love that.
My bed.
Huh? It's just
So
you.
it's you. Aha. What's that noise?
Huh?
What was
Strange.
that?
need to eat. Pineapple.
I don't think so.
Rezel probably has a new quest for us now. There's quests showing up on the map. Hope it's not these guys. I don't want to play with them. Where's Krezel at?
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiberg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they worked brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Nah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Krezel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Bertold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Louis Samine has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
I don't agree.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar way, I'd say. Now I'm even happier about the great thing we've accomplished here.
The ideal conclusion, I'd say. Maybe it's time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad. At least I haven't heard about anything.
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Krezel.
Where are you going with this?
Well,
I don't even know.
I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. For a few groschen, I'll teach you whatever you want.
I reckon you could teach me how...
That's a true... You need to map. Let's get to work.
Yep. We're just gonna milk him for all his knowledge. Well, not really milk
I'd like
him.
to learn...
Well, you know how things work around here. All right. But don't throw in a few coins and I'll...
For instance...
I see. Now let's get to work. What are you going to do, Lon?
I'd like to learn something new.
Well, you know how things work around here. All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. For a few groschen, I'll teach you whatever you want.
Of course you will.
You talk about alchemy like a book. I reckon you could teach me something about brewing potions.
We've been through a lot together, so I'm sure you know that alchemy is a noble and serious science. Let's start with the importance of the ratio of ingredients and the proportion of substances, because every potion is different. Let's get to work.
All right, now it's 9 o'clock. We killed some time, and we improved our skills. And there's no more missions here, except these guys, which is just another fight for
Good day.
lousy
Good
10
day.
groshens.
What the? Oh, well. Seems I've missed yet another commotion.
Good, there's that. Let's get up there.
Go! Go!
Whoa! Whoa! What do we got here? Bandits.
It's a trap! Time to die. Show your stuff!
Christ! I'm bleeding!
You're mine!
Not a groschen on him. Let's go, horse. I mean, Pebbles.
Whoa!
We just go straight, that'll take us there. Yeah, we can just pretty much go straight.
Yay, good people! How you'll
Whoa! Whoa! Go! Go!
How did we become overloaded? Excuse me. Over encumbered all of a sudden.
Go!
What a nice day.
Oh. I set an alarm for
Nice and slow.
when I had to quit, and it just went off, so we gotta go get in position to be ready to get that quest and then save and quit, because I gotta go to work in the morning. Unfortunately. Fortunately for my wallet, but unfortunately for being able to game longer. Wrong door. Where is he? Says he's higher. There he is. Alright. Thanks to everyone for hanging out. I had a good time. I hope you did too. And, well, maybe after work tomorrow I'll have some time and we can do some more of this then. Until then, have a good night. Bye.